Hi guys, I am out getting my second COVID vaccine. If you could start this warm up, and my challenge for you is to not use your summary sheet. See if you can determine the angles and degrees without the use of your summary sheet. Pause it and try that now. And then go ahead and check your answers. So what we will be doing today is learning how to talk about angles in another unit of measurement. You guys have been doing degrees for a while now. There is another unit of measurement called a radian. So a radian measures an angle in length. And a radian is the number of radii that are wrapped around a circle. Which is the number of times a radius can go around the circle. So I have a little video to actually show you what I mean by that. So here is the radius of a circle, R. If I actually take that radius and I go and I lay it around the circle, this is called 1 radian. And there's 1 radian, 2 radian, 3 radian, and then just a tiny little bit, 0.14 radian, that's pi. And then if I do it around the entire circle, that shows that the whole circle is 2 pi. So that's the actual reason that pi is 3.14, blah, 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 and it just keeps going. That's how many radians I can fit around a circle. So to kind of compare it back to degrees, which we are comfortable with, a half of a circle is 180 degrees and a full circle is 360 degrees. What we just saw in the video is that half of a circle is pi radians and a full circle is 2 pi radians. So it's just 2 different ways, two different units of measurement to measure the same exact thing. So now let's figure out where are all of our radians on our unit circle, because we have all of the degrees labeled just like we did like in that warm-up, but how do you know what the radians are? So go ahead and scroll down and let's just look at the very first one. So this first one is asking you to fill in the radian measures for 90-degree angles. Well, first of all, pretend that all of these circles are like pizza. I'm chopping up slices of pizza, and I want each slice to make a 90-degree angle. So here are my 4 slices of pizza. All of these slices make a 90-degree angle. Well, if I know that just half of a circle is pi, that means half of the circle is half of pi, which is pi over 2. So let's kind of count around our circle here. If I start at 0 pi, 0 pi, pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, and all the way around will be 2 pi. Now, if you're already feeling overwhelmed, pretend there aren't any pi's there, and we're actually just counting. 0, 1/2, 1, 3/2, 2. So I'm just counting around the circle. So I know that 0 degrees is 0 radians. 90 degrees is pi over 2 radians. 180 degrees is pi radians, and so on. Well, now, what if instead of 90-degree pizza slices, I want 45-degree pizza slices? So let me chop up my pizza. There's 90 degrees, but instead I want 45-degree pizza slices. Well, again, we know that if you start with 0 pi, I know half of a semicircle is pi. And just in this top part, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 slices of pizza. So if this whole thing is really pi, that means that 1 slice is a quarter of that. 2 slices is 2 quarters, 3 quarters, 4 quarters of my pizza. Well, what would that look like written as a fraction? A quarter of pi is pi over 4. Another quarter of this would be 2 pi over 4. Oh my god, this is not lined up. There we go. 3 pi over 4, and then all the way around is 4 pi over 4. So let's just count this just for a second. We'll reduce our fractions later. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can continue this pattern. 5 pi over 4, 6 pi over 4, 7 pi over 4, 8 pi over 4. We just counted all the way around. We counted to 8 for all of our slices of pizza. Now, a few of these can be reduced, like 2 pi over 4 is the same as pi over 2. 4 pi over 4 is the same as pi. 6 pi over 4 is 3 pi over 2. And 8 pi over 4 is the same as 2 pi. And if I zoom out so you can see both of these next to each other, anything that I had to reduce, we already knew from the previous one. So to make these slices, I just counted all the way around my circle. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, well now, what if instead I want my pizza slices to be 60-degree angles? So if I want 60-degree angle pizza slices. So my 60. All right, so again, I know I'm starting at 0 radians and I'm ending at pi radians. Well, if I look at this whole top part of my pizza, that's 1 pi. And I've divided it into 3 different slices, 1, 2, 3. So I know that this first slice of pizza is 1/3 of pi, or pi over 3. My second slice is 2/3, 2 pi over 3. And then 3 slices is 3/3 of my pizza. Let's count to continue like the bottom part of my circle. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pi over 3. 5 pi over 3. 6 pi over 3. The only ones that I can reduce here is pi and 2 pi. Well, now, what if I wanted 30-degree pizza slices? That is like a whole bunch of pizza. So let's divide into 30-degree pizza slices. Okay, a whole lot of pizza here. So let's do the same thing. I'm starting at 0 pi, and I know that half a circle is pi. If I'm looking just at this top half, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slices of pizza in this top half. So if I know this whole top half is pi, this is 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4, 5, 6/6. So let's label that 1/6 of my pi, 2/6 of my pi, 3/6 of my pi, 4 pi over 6, 5 pi over 6, 6 pi over 6, and let's keep counting all the way around. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 7 pi over 6, 8 pi over 6, 9 pi over 6, 10 pi over 6, 11 pi over 6, 12 pi over 6, and a few of these can be reduced. So let's see, this would be pi over 3, pi over 2, 2 pi over 3, pi, whoops, 4 pi over 3, 3 pi over 2, 5 pi over 3, 2 pi. So holy moly, that is a whole lot of radians. But what I want to show you guys, this is why I've been saying, is I'm committing to showing you how do we do the unit circle with zero memorizing. Picture if you tried to memorize all 4 of these all together. Like your brain is going to explode. So the way that I do this is I'm counting. The highest number you have to count to is 12. So all you need to do is picture how many slices are we chopping this pizza into. If I'm chopping it 6 slices, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now, how to see how are these radian measures related to angle measures? A 30-degree angle is pi over 6 radians. A 45-degree angle is pi over 4 radians. A 60-degree angle is pi over 3 radians. And then a 90-degree angle is pi over 2 radians. For me, some of these actually make sense. So like a 45-degree angle is over 4. Makes sense. 90-degree angle over 2. I could kind of get with that. The only thing for me that almost helps me to remember it, a 30-degree angle is over 6. A 60-degree angle is over 3. So in my mind, it's kind of easier for me to remember. It's it's kind of the opposite of what you would expect in terms of the 3 and the 6. Okay. Holy cow, that was a whole lot. Now let's go to our summary sheet and let's put all of these radians on your summary sheet. And you're going to see as we're filling this in why I'm telling you to memorize nothing, because that would be just craziness. All right, so if I'm filling in the radians on my summary sheet, I'm starting with 0 pi radians, pi over 6 radians, pi over 4 radians, pi over 3 radians, pi over 2 radians, 2 pi over 3 radians, 3 pi over 4 radians, 5 pi over 6 radians, and halfway around is pi. If I keep going, 7 pi over 6 radians. 5 pi over 4 radians. 4 pi over 3 radians. 3 pi over 2 radians. 5 pi over 3 radians. 7 pi over 4 radians. 11 pi over 6 radians. And then all the way around a circle is 2 pi radians. So if that was too fast, go ahead and pause this to finish writing it down. The reason that degrees aren't filled in here, I'm filming this before we have filled this in class together. So that's why that part is blank. Ignore that bell there. Ignore. Thanks, bell. So, summary here. Super overwhelming when they're all together. Completely feel ya. My hint to you is to think about, whoops, not that. Think about these as 4 separate pieces of pizza. You're chopping your slices into 45-degree angles or into 60-degree angles, and then that's what helps me to make sense of the fractions. So 1/3 of my pizza, 2/3, 3/3 of my pizza, and so on. All right, so I hope to see you in class tomorrow if I don't have a reaction to my vaccine. Make sure you try the homework today. As you can see, you're going to for sure want some extra practice with this. And then we will pick up here tomorrow in class.